One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to John Oak Wynn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Mountaineers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Houston's offense will have the football first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got it in the middle. It's York. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field is Wegman. Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. So West Virginia's offense will have its first possession of the game. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Vaughn. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. To the air on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the lone running back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Gallagher. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are...
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. The run to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Back to pass. It's Wegman. Oh, they're after him. Complete to the right. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
There's so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Finds his man. It's Gallagher. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Mountaineers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Wilkins. Grab near the marker, it's Vaughn. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in, it's White. Oh, he's got some space. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys have got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Back to pass. There's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here comes the Houston offense once again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
From the gun, the ground game. Breaks the tackle. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they're going to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Off the play fake on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got it.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
This offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Buffalo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Broussard. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Here's the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Okay,
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Houston will be forced to punt. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's White.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback making checks. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. The kick is on its way. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Throws for the tight end. He's got it. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
QB strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David.
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Hamilton. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Wilkins. Snagged out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Hamilton. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. He'll start the return inside his spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder.
And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. And he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running behind that left side. Turning it on. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Wilkins. It's complete to the right. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Might be changing the route. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he rolled. Yes, it's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Complete to the left. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, West Virginia. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Handoff to the single running back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Dropping back, it's Beckman. That's caught. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Houston will be forced to punt.
Number 91 on to punt it away.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. From the gun, the running back has it.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's White. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Makes a grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Rushes on him. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Stumbled to the ground.
Well, the offense got themselves in a bad position to start, but a nice change up there, handing it off and getting a lot of the yardage back, David, now to set up 3rd and at least a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, and when it's 3rd and forever like that, I'm thinking pass. So great job slipping the run in there. Running back now putting them in a better position. But defensively, I still got him in 3rd and long. Still in a good situation here.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man downfield. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Mountaineers are marching down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Mountaineers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the stomping has commenced. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Wegman. They get to him as he throws. Got a man, it's Broussard. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it on the outside. He's loose. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. He got a step just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Braid. Now the connection takes it to the 11. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Caught over the middle, it's Vaughn. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the beatdown has ensued. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Connors. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Complete on the shuffle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. Blasted as he lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Using his legs, it's Hubbard. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gallagher. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Back to pass, it's Wilkins. Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Trying play action. He'll throw it. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still on his feet at the 40. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.